Yeah, defense was great. Just swarming. Did a great job with trapping. I mean, Dame is Dame, right? And I thought Matisse and D-Melt were phenomenal. They really were. And we asked a lot of our bigs tonight to be up the whole game. That's tough. And the few times we were not, he made us pay. So they had a lot to do with it as well. Then I thought we had deflections. Got our hands on a lot of balls tonight as well.
How do you think you handled their trap at the end of the game?
Poorly, but we also took advantage of some of it as well. I didn't think the trapping was that hard. I thought our spacing was horrendous, and we're great at spacing most nights. And tonight we kept leaving two guys on the other side. I'm hoarse from yelling, from just to get one guy to cut through, and then we basically didn't do it. We got away with 3 or 4 more that I thought they could have had. But that's easy to fix. We know where they're coming from on most nights, and we'll take advantage of that.
You guys going to say what are kind of the biggest lessons from that?
There's no lesson. The lesson is execute, and I just thought we didn't, you kind of you get these leads sometimes, and they're hard. In the NBA, leads shrink quickly, and then you get complacent. And I thought we did a little bit of that, but overall, the one thing I did like, even in that, we still kept playing defense overall, and that's a good sign.
I know we keep talking about it, but to go 4-0 with this toughness of the schedule,
Yeah.
If I told you we were going to go 4-0 in these first 4, what would your reaction have been?
I wouldn't have been. I believe we could. I did. I said, I think we can. And we have to expect it. We can't be surprised by it. We have to just keep playing, though. We can't expect to come in and just show up and win. We have to go out and do something about it. I was worried early about this game because just fatigue, and I thought our guys showed an amazing amount of energy to start the game. I thought that was huge for us.
Reflecting on how the first few months of this season went with injuries,
Yeah.
how much of a luxury is it to be able to sort of tinker with everyone now?
Yeah, I mean, it is because we're healthy and we got guys. The second unit again did it again. They made a huge run for us. Did it in the second quarter. Did it again late. So they're finding their rhythm. We have a set of plays for them that they like. Called the one late for George and got them the 3. So they're really doing a great job of executing and giving our guys lower minutes. Which has been huge for us.
I know there's still a lot of basketball left, but I mean, last month you guys were in 7th place. Right now you're tied for second in the East.
Yeah.
Your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I mean, it's funny. I don't look at it. I think we're good, and I think we can be really, really good. But there's work to do, and I think I'm more focused on that. Honestly, you got to keep winning because you want one of those positions. You want to have home court, but I'm more focused on us and where we're just how we're playing, and I think we're starting to really play well. We're playing, like a professional basketball team. I guess is the best way to say that, if you know what I mean by that.
You said there's some work to do. What are the things?
Just execution. Spacing with this group because you have 2 elite guys, right? And teams are going to try to do things to take things away from us. And so it's not going to be the 2 elite guys that have to see it. It's everyone else. And when they space right and cut right and pass the ball, we had a possession in the first half. I think Tyrese drove it, threw it to Melt. Melt swung it to James. James swung it to the ops, and we make a 3. When you have spacing like that and you play like that, it doesn't matter what they do defensively. You're going to find the open guy, and that's what we have to do. And then defensively, just finding the right rotations. Tuck's been great. Matisse has been phenomenal, and so has Melt. So making sure we have the right amount of defense and offense on the floor at the same time.
A few more guys. James is passing obviously so much, but those basically they're touchdown passes. You know what I'm talking about? Those full court.
Yeah.
How it sounds like a simple question, but how hard?
They're hard. That's why you don't see but him, Jokic, and about 5 other guys make them. But we are telling our guys to run for them, and that's what we keep talking about, advanced passing. Every time we get a rebound, we tell whoever's the last guy, go. See, and we're getting them. And he's throwing them to everybody,
How have you seen Joel and James' 2-man game progress? It feels like since day one it's been
It's been pretty good, but it's just getting better. You know, Joel is getting better at flipping screens, knowing what side, where to roll, and he's mixing it up now. You saw it 3 or 4 times. Like we came out of that timeout for him to roll. He rolls and gets a 3-point play. The next one he pops, so he's starting to read that as well, and that's been good.
Doc, I know you talked about before you were concerned about the fatigue playing 3 games and
Yeah.
4 nights. When you go up 4-0 like this and you have 1 game left, what's the biggest concern on that in the road?
We just can't show up. We got to play. Like this is the NBA, and Sacramento is terrific. So we have to come out and play. And that game, they may play as fast as anybody in the league. So we're gonna have to deal with that.
You mentioned
Last
the
one,
plays
guys.
that the bench guys are comfortable with.
Yeah.
Like one of the things you're comfortable with is like when you run a pick and roll on one side, then you toss it back to the other side for
Yeah.
some recent shake or something
Yeah.
like that. I guess what are you trying to do? On those?
Just get them to load. Teams that overload, like, we ran one for shake in a second in the first half maybe. We call it a swing action. Like when Tyrese is coming up there, so many teams want to protect the nail. And if they do that, if you swing straight line, Tyrese had one in the first half that he didn't take, and the whole bench, it was great that they were yelling at him. You got to take those angles. Because I think both of those guys are so good with their slot drives, and we want to keep putting them in a position to do it. So, thanks, guys. I thought the day was Friday all day. I was waiting, looking forward for football.